Psalm 119, the longest of psalms, and it can be quite daunting if you come up against it in your daily reading. What do? Do you read the whole thing? Well, why not? Because it takes a long time probably. And some people prefer to read it over 4 or 5 days. It's split into 22 stanzas, each with 8 verses that all correspond to the Hebrew alphabet. Each stanza has the starting letter the same and goes from Aleph to Tav, the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. It's written with a lot of thought, with a lot of heart, and it's written in praise of the law. Spurgeon called it the golden alphabet. Now, Christians today can think, the law of God, do we really want to get into that? Isn't that legalism? But to meditate on the law is not legalism. Remember, the book of Psalms started with that encouragement. The blessed man, the happy man, is the one who meditates on the law of the Lord, and he delights in it day and night. As we see the various philosophies and worldviews and moral values around us, it's wonderful that we can turn again to the purposes of God, the laws of God, and see here is someone who speaks wisdom and truth. And the laws here are not laws like the things that would be heard in case law in a British court. No, this is the law of God. This word Torah means teaching, instruction. There's wisdom. There's showing us how to live the Christian life. And Paul in Romans 7 verse 14 reminds us that the law is spiritual. Now, it's possible to take the law and use it wrongly, to use it as a means of self-justification, as if it alone and on its own could make us right with God. The law was never given to do that. It instructs us on how we should live, but it doesn't empower us to live that way. It directs us in that sense to the gospel. In the 17th century, the Puritans used to really revel in the law, and Ernest Kevin's study, The Grace of Law, shows how they delighted in the law as an expression of the wisdom of God and the glory of God, a beam from the glory of God. But it had to be fulfilled in Jesus and then in the life of the Christian, so that we could reflect that glory in the life that we live. And therefore, I commend Psalm 119 to you. It's got some great verses within it. How can a young man keep his way pure? By guarding it according to your word. With my whole heart I seek you. Let me not wander from your commandments. I've stored up your word in my heart, that I might not sin against you. Or perhaps verse 89, forever, O Lord, your word is firmly fixed in the heavens. Your faithfulness endures to all generations. You have established the earth, and it stands fast. Verse 97, oh, how I love your law. It is my meditation all the day. And Jesus says he didn't come to dispense with the law, but to fulfill it. May we find it pointing more and more to Jesus as our Saviour and as the one who opens a new living way and gives us the Spirit, so that in us, who are unrighteous by nature, the righteous deeds of the law may be fulfilled by this new way. God bless you as you study Psalm 119.